Good morning, good evening, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you might be doing. We wish to welcome you to the Silverlight Show. The Silverlight shines to illuminate that which lies hidden in darkness. For those of you tuning in today, we welcome you in. I was going to lament the fact that in 2023 people are still judging people based on the color of their skin, but let's be honest, I can do that episode anywhere, anytime. Apparently, I still have a lot of episodes still to cover that. Instead, I want to focus on another color, pink, as in the color you never want your chicken to be. My wife was out grocery shopping and, through no fault of her own, bought a couple of those pre-made rotisserie chickens. Not a bad idea. I mean, as it turns out, she wasn't feeling very well, so, heating that up, making some French fries, doing some asparagus was a fantastic idea for dinner. I put it in to heat it up, which was just me being thorough. And then when I cut it up, the inside was pink, as in, like, untouched by heat. It's pretty disturbing because we're, quite frankly, mostly pleased with those rotisserie chickens. We used to do them ourselves. We have the rotisserie, but right now for us to buy it raw and do it, and for us to buy it from the store, it's the same price. So it's a labor-saving technique. Like I said, when I cut the legs up, because my wife and daughter like the legs, and I prefer the breast, make your joke here. It was darn pink in the middle. And I mean, like, obviously, like, Chef Ramsay freaks out over this pink. And like I said, I happen to own a rotisserie. And I know how easy they are to set up. You set it to, well, mine in particular, you set it to meat, which is about 350 degrees, I think. Don't know. Doesn't tell me. If I ever need another one, I'll learn it. Then it asks how long you want it in there for. Now, presume I've already brined it and, put some sort of sauce together and stuff like that. That's extra time that took place beforehand. But the cooking process is what we're talking about. So you put it in the rotisserie, you click the button to make sure the thing is spinning, set the timer for 75 minutes or so. I forget exactly what it is. And the chicken comes out perfectly. And that's with a toaster oven size one. It's a bit bigger than a toaster oven. But same token, that's what we're talking about. I don't have one of those big industrial fryers where I can have 16,000 of them going at the same time. And this is what starts to concern me. Excuse me. How many chickens were like that? Because we got two of them. Not just one, two. And they both needed cooking time, not just reheating time. Thank goodness I did not decide to do chicken sandwiches. That could have been very bad. No, honestly, we're the exact right family for that to hit. None of us is particularly prone to stomach problems. None of us get sick easily. But had those gone to the wrong person, that could have been literally fatal. I'm sure everybody has seen a clip of Gordon Ramsay at one of the various kitchens that he's in, telling people what happens with raw chicken. Now, this brings us to the question, and I'm not going to identify the store I got it off because this could be any store in the world. Is it that the machine is not operating correctly? Is it the employee has not been trained correctly? Or is there something else wrong? Because chances are in any situation you can identify with three things possibly wrong. In this case, mechanical error, human error, and something you did not expect. Well, didn't see any UFOs or angels today, so I'm going to put it down to mechanical error or human error. And both these things should never be a problem in any business. And I know they are. It's always tempting. Say you're assembling auto parts and You have a bin of 5,000 screws. And it gets down to, say, 2,500, and it sounds an alarm that you need to refill it. It's a busy shift. You're doing 16,000 things. You hit the override. You go somewhere else. And then again, it sounds again at 1,000, let's say. You're still busy. You'll do it later. Then the next guy comes on shift. He doesn't know what's happening, so he hits the override thinking there's 5,000 screws in there. And oops, suddenly your line is down because everybody hit the override on the screws. That's not the way things are with cooking. Again, I quote Chef Ramsay, "This is lethal. You could kill somebody." And this is what grieves me, because most places take that stuff, and one of the local grocery stores has quite a selection. You can get yourself a nice lasagna, and it is actually nice. It's not perfect, but it's certainly better than spending the time doing it yourself. You can get a penne, which I don't really know what's in the penne, but again, the reason that they do these things is very simple. Stores waste a lot of product. The chicken that we had today was probably 1 or 2 days from going into the garbage bin. So they cook it and they get at least another 3 days out of it. At least. I haven't done the food safety course for a little bit, so forgive me if I'm not accurate there. And most people, like us, are willing to pick that chicken up and save ourselves a lot of effort for dinner. That's the way it's supposed to work. So today, we had another point of failure. The chicken was doomed. Like, it was already on its way out the door before it got put into that rotisserie. I don't want to blame an employee because I don't know the circumstances. And it seems funny how we get 2 random chickens that both were red in the middle. Given how things work in a grocery store, which is you have a whole bunch of stuff, you're cooking various things get jumbled, they get messed around. There was a place that whenever they closed, they put all that hot food out at an extreme discount, and you got what you wanted. Well, you got your pick of what was there, let's put it that way. And it was fine, it had been cooked, it had been sitting all day, but they did not keep anything for more than 1 day. It wasn't worth their time or their effort because they realized people could get sick. This place is a multinational chain, which is as thick as close as I'm going to get. So if it's a mechanical issue, it's a serious mechanical issue. If it's an employee issue, I do hope they spend some time and train that employee. Not because I'm mad at the employee, but because that's kind of one of the major parts of doing the job. And if there's some other mystery to solve, then you better solve that mystery. You might have heard this, but old people and young people are the most vulnerable. And honestly, those are the people you want to mess with the least. Old people have the most time to sue, and young people have that built-in cuteness factor about, oh, look what happened to this poor little girl. They show the picture on television. Everybody goes, oh, that means evil corporation is doing bad things. See, association is a real thing. It shouldn't be, but it's built into human nature. So while I hope this is a one-time incident and said grocery and supply store is going to cook their products much better from now on, it's very disturbing when it happens to you. When you take that knife, cut something off, and it's just not cooked inside. McDonald's, Burger King, places like that go nuts making sure that their temperatures are right, and everybody should do the same. It's lethal. You could kill somebody. Those are very famous words. And maybe there's somebody out there who likes their chicken pink. Hey, if you can imagine it with 7.5 billion people on the planet, it's going to happen somewhere. So what I want to encourage everybody is check your colors, not of people's skin, but of the food that you're ordering. An apple should be red or yellow. An orange should be orange. That's in the title. Meat should be cooked. Yes, I know some people want their um, what is it, medium rare, whatever the heck it is. Still, cook the darn thing. It's better for you. Humans evolved for 1 million years or more to cook their food, and there's a reason why we're the dominant predator of the planet, because we learned how to cook. It's just a shame that in 2023, we have places that are still learning something that Homo erectus was doing 1 million years ago. Again, I hope it's a one-off thing and either the employee gets remedial training or they reset the rotisseries, but trust me, rotisserie chicken, it's good, tastes good, and it's damn easy to prepare. They got those big racks. They just slide the chickens on them. They're brined. So they just put them in for the time, take them out, put them in the packages, maybe slather a bit of barbecue sauce on them somewhere in the process. That's it. So how is it possible that we had pink chickens? Pink Chickens would be a good name for a rock band if anybody's listening. With that, we hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please like, share, subscribe. We don't have anything in the comments yet. I'm getting back into that. Had a few months where things were topsy-turvy. Let's just say that. I was trying to help out a website that was growing, and things didn't work out as planned. Not because of anything I did, but just the way management decided to run their site. Too bad. It had a lot of potential. I'll talk about that another day, though. So thank you for joining us, and we hope you have a wonderful day.